Ever since Aquaman flopped onto the comic scene back in 1941 in More Fun Comics number 73, he's been clowned on and only thought of as a joke. And them silly costumes they've been giving him over the years don't really help him, to be honest. The world saw Aquaman as useless compared to the rest of the Justice League. Like, look at this Family Guy clip of him.
Scream all you want. Nobody can hear you out here.
I can.
Aquaman, help!
Hey, let her go.
Or what?
Or, I don't know, man, but you're lucky you're not doing that over here.
Everyone thought of him as a joke, but recently, in the public eye, he's got a bit of an upgrade due to like Jason Momoa's portrayal of him, turning him into a bit more of a badass and a no-nonsense saviour of the sea. And this tonal shift has been felt in the comic world recently too. During DC's recent event, Absolute Power, a lot of heroes lost their powers, but they eventually got them returned. But some of them got returned to the wrong people, like Barry Allen is no longer a speedster, and Mira, Aquaman's wife, can no longer manipulate water the way she used to. That power happens to have fell its way into her husband's lap, and now he's got the biggest abilities boost of all time. So not only does he have all of his other powers, but now his hydrokinesis levels are the strongest they've ever been. And I tell you all this because Darkseid committed Toaster Bath recently, and basically f***ed up everyone's mojo. The whole universe is in whack, and Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, happens to have stumbled across what seems to be a gateway in the shape of an Omega symbol, Darkseid's go-to gang sign basically. And it sucks him in, taking him to another land, devoid of water, where large lizard-like creatures roam the land. And due to there being no water, Aquaman seems to be a bit bollocks, to be honest. But there happens to be mud, and where there's mud, there's H2O. So he takes control of their little army, and they lead him to their queen. And it's a weird green lady called Jenny Greenteeth that appears to be made from vines. But how does plant life survive without water? Well, before I explain that, she attacks Arthur, obviously, and basically entraps him underground in what seems to be some sort of sacrificial altar / chamber, where people are being drained of their blood. Arthur discovers another man there with him, and it looks like they're the only ones still alive. But he has no strength left to free himself, and no water to help with that. But he suddenly notices he's hanging above a vat of crimson liquid, and if it's liquid, he can surely control it, right? Fuck yeah, he can. Arthur puts all his might into his new powers and sprays blood blades upwards towards him and his new friend, releasing them both. A la Katara when she discovered she could bloodbend in Avatar: The Last Airbender. But that's not all the surprises left in store. Arthur's new friend seems a bit familiar to him, now that he's up close. And that's when he reveals himself to be a man named Aaron, aka a once forgotten king of Atlantis. But there's no time to reminisce, they still have the green witch thing upstairs to deal with. So Aquaman brings forth a wave of blood, just like that scene from The Shining, and destroys Jenny Greenteeth. And when the dust settles, Aaron reveals that there's been a prophecy for a long time that a dark tide will crash into enemy shores, and that Arthur is the vessel of a new and ancient power called the Blue, similar to DC's Red and the Green. You know, the thing that basically Swamp Thing controls. He also reveals that Arthur is becoming a new god, basically what Darkseid and all his planet is. So he's gonna be one strong motherfucker. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that short video. I usually do longer ones and more detailed in the storytelling, but this story jumped out at me, so I thought I'd have to make a video about it immediately. And I'm not a really big Aquaman fan, but this one is really dragging me in. So let me know what you thought. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.